The twin moons hung low over the dusty plains, casting a cold blue light on the ground. James walked alone, his boots crunching softly on the dry earth. The air felt different tonight, heavy, as if something dangerous was nearby. He had heard the warnings: if you see her, run, her bite is death. But James did not run, he kept walking. Suddenly, he felt a presence. In the shadows near a large rock, something moved slowly, carefully. He turned his head slightly and saw her. She was small but fierce-looking, with pale skin that seemed to glow faintly in the moonlight. Her long dark hair framed a narrow face, and her large yellow eyes shone with a wild light. Her sharp teeth glinted as she watched him. This was the alien girl the villagers feared. She had attacked before. Every alien she had bitten had died. Within minutes, their bodies turning cold and lifeless. Her bite was known across the region. It was said that even a scratch from her teeth could kill. But James didn't step back. He stood still, letting her watch him. The alien girl hissed. No one had ever dared stand before her like this. She felt a mix of anger and curiosity. Why wasn't he running? Why didn't he fear her? Then like lightning she moved. In one quick leap, she was in front of him. Before he could blink, she bit his arm. Her sharp teeth sank into his flesh. Warm blood touched her tongue. The villagers, hidden in the distance, gasped in horror. They whispered to each other, "He's finished. He'll be dead soon. No one can survive her bite." But James didn't fall. He didn't even cry out in pain. He just looked at the alien girl calmly. She froze, her mouth still on his arm. Her sharp teeth should have killed him instantly. She felt confused, afraid. This had never happened before. James gently pulled his arm away. Blood dripped from the wound, but he smiled. "I'm still alive," he said quietly. The alien girl took a step back, staring at him with wide, shocked eyes. Her whole life she had been told her bite was deadly. She had seen it herself many times. But this human... He stood tall, unshaken. The wind blew softly, rustling the dry grass around them. The alien girl didn't know what to do. For the first time, she felt powerless. James slowly knelt down and extended his hand toward her. "I'm not here to hurt you," he said gently. The alien girl hesitated. She could feel something strange inside him. His blood tasted different, not weak like the others, but strong, warm, and peaceful. She could sense no fear in him. The villagers watched from afar, too afraid to come closer. They didn't understand what they were seeing. "Why didn't you run?" the alien girl finally asked, her voice soft but full of confusion. James smiled. "Again, because I knew you wouldn't kill me." Her eyes narrowed. "How could you know that?" James looked up at the twin moons above them and then back at her. "Sometimes we only fear what we don't understand." She didn't know what to say. Her whole life she had been feared. But this human didn't fear her at all. Then, another feeling rose inside her. Curiosity. James stood slowly and looked at his bleeding arm. The wound hurt, but it wasn't dangerous. He pulled a cloth from his bag and wrapped it around his arm. The alien girl watched him carefully, her mind racing. No alien had ever survived her bite. What made this human different? What secret did he carry? As James turned to leave, she followed him quietly, staying in the shadows. She had to know more. In the distance, the villagers whispered again. "What is happening? Why isn't he dead?" The alien girl kept her yellow eyes fixed on James. She had never followed anyone before, but tonight was different. This human was different, and in her heart, a strange new feeling began to grow, a feeling she didn't understand yet. Was it fear? Was it respect? Or was it something else entirely? As they disappeared into the night, one thing was certain. This deadly encounter was just the beginning. The night air was cold as James walked carefully through the narrow canyon, the alien girl silently following behind him. She kept her distance, her yellow eyes glowing softly in the dark. Every few steps she would pause, watching him wrap his arm with a rough cloth to stop the bleeding. She couldn't understand why she was following him. She had always lived alone, always feared by others. But this human, he was different. He didn't fear her. He smiled after her deadly bite. He spoke kindly, as if he had been waiting to meet her. As they moved deeper into the canyon, strange sounds filled the air. The soft hiss of wind through the rocks, the call of night creatures, and something else, a heavy footstep. A shadow moving behind them. The alien girl froze, her sharp senses alert. James felt it too. They were being followed. He stopped and listened closely. Suddenly, a stone fell from above, landing near his feet. James looked up quickly but saw nothing but darkness. The alien girl crept closer to him, speaking softly. "Someone is there." "Watching us," James nodded slowly. "Yes, I feel it too." For a moment, they stood together in silence. The alien girl felt uneasy. She had never cared if anyone hunted her before. She was deadly dangerous. But now, for some strange reason, she felt responsible for this human. After all, she had bitten him, and yet he still stood. Suddenly, a voice echoed from the shadows. A low, cold voice. "Alien girl, your bite didn't work on him." "Did it?" James turned quickly toward the voice, ready to defend himself. But he couldn't see the speaker. From behind a large rock, a tall figure stepped out. His black armor reflected the moonlight, and his helmet covered his face. In his hand, he carried a weapon that hummed softly with energy. "I have hunted your kind for many seasons," the figure said, pointing the weapon at the alien girl. "And now you lead me to a human who survived your bite. This is very interesting." The alien girl narrowed her eyes. You are the shadow that has followed me before." The hunter chuckled darkly. "Yes, and tonight you will not escape me." James stepped in front of her, surprising the alien girl again. "Leave her alone," he said firmly. The hunter tilted his head slightly. "Brave human. Foolish human. Do you even know what she is? Her kind is dangerous." James didn't move. His calm gaze stayed on the hunter. The alien girl felt a strange warmth in her chest. Why would this human protect her? Why did he stand between her and a deadly hunter? The hunter raised his weapon. "Step aside, human. You should have died from her bite. Instead, you became interesting. I will take you both now." Without warning, the alien girl moved. Faster than the eye could follow, she leapt between James and the hunter, baring her sharp teeth. For the first time, she wasn't thinking of herself. She was thinking of protecting James. But the hunter was prepared. With a quick movement, he pressed a button on his armor, and a bright net of energy shot out, wrapping around both James and the alien girl. The alien girl struggled, hissing and biting at the glowing net, but it burned her skin. James fought, too, trying to tear the net apart, but it was too strong. As the hunter approached slowly, he smiled beneath his helmet. "You two are special," he said. "Very special. Together, you will make me powerful." The alien girl's yellow eyes met James's calm, steady gaze. She realized then that this human was no ordinary human. He was strong not just in body, but in heart. And for some reason, she didn't want to lose him. Their journey had only just begun, but already a deadly shadow threatened to end it. And as the hunter dragged them both deeper into the canyon, neither of them knew what was coming next. The cold wind blew through the narrow path as the hunter dragged James and the alien girl deeper into the canyon. The glowing energy net wrapped tightly around them, humming softly. James's wrists burned where the net touched his skin. The alien girl's glowing yellow eyes narrowed, searching for a way out, but there was none. The hunter didn't speak as he pulled them along. His black armor gleamed in the moonlight. His face was hidden behind a dark helmet, but his silence was more terrifying than words. Finally, they reached a dark cave at the canyon's end. Inside, strange machines flickered with red and green lights. Metal cages lined the walls. The hunter threw them into one and locked the heavy gate. James sat calmly, watching every move. The alien girl paced, her sharp claws scraping the stone floor. She had never been captured before. She felt anger, fear, but also something new worry for her. "James, what does he want?" James asked quietly. The alien girl stopped and looked at him. "He is a collector. He hunts rare creatures and studies them. My bite made me dangerous, but you survived it. That makes you even more valuable." James nodded slowly. "So that's why he's after us." The hunter finally spoke, his voice cold and low. "Human, you should have died. But you didn't. That means your blood carries something special. I will take it and sell it across the galaxy. And you," he turned to the alien girl, "you will be the perfect test subject." The alien girl hissed, baring her sharp teeth. She wanted to fight, to escape, but the energy net had weakened her. Even her deadly bite would be useless here. James leaned back against the cold stone wall. His mind raced. He needed a plan. Slowly, he looked at his injured arm, the wound where the alien girl had bitten him. The skin around it glowed faintly now, not with pain, but with something strange. The alien girl noticed it too. "Your wound, it is changing you," James nodded. "Yes, when you bit me, something happened. I feel stronger. I feel like I can understand things I couldn't before." The alien girl crouched next to him, her yellow eyes softened. "Maybe my venom didn't kill you. Maybe it made you part of me." That thought made them both pause. Suddenly, they heard a sharp sound of the cage door opening. The hunter stepped inside with a syringe in hand, its needle long and sharp, glowing with green light. "Time to take your blood," he said. James stood slowly, placing himself between the hunter and the alien girl again. The hunter laughed darkly. "Always protecting her, human. Foolish." But the alien girl reached out and grabbed James's hand tightly. She whispered, "Trust me." Then, without hesitation, she bit his hand again, deeper this time. Pain shot through James's body. But he didn't pull away. Instead, he felt a rush of energy, like fire spreading through his veins. His eyes flashed briefly, catching the hunter's attention. What is this?" The hunter muttered. James clenched his fists. His strength was growing. The glowing wound on his arm pulsed with power. The alien girl smiled for the first time. "You are changing, James. My venom is unlocking something inside you." The hunter lunged forward, but James caught his wrist, surprising him. The human's grip was strong, unnaturally strong. With one powerful motion, James twisted the hunter's arm and threw him against the wall of the cave. The hunter's weapon clattered to the ground. The alien girl quickly snatched the weapon and aimed it at the hunter. "You hunted me all this time," she said coldly, "but now we hunt you." The hunter struggled to rise, but James stepped forward, stronger and faster than before. The chains that had once bound him now hung loose. As they stood together, human and alien, the balance of power had shifted. James smiled at the alien girl. "Looks like your bite saved us both." She smiled back, a fierce gleam in her eyes. "And now we fight together." But deep inside, both of them knew this was far from over. A new bond had formed, a bond the hunter never expected. A human and an alien, now connected by venom, by trust, and by survival. And outside, hidden in the shadows, other hunters were watching. The cave was quiet now, except for the soft hum of the strange machines. The hunter lay unconscious in the corner, his black armor cracked from the force of James's new strength. The alien girl held the hunter's fallen weapon carefully, her yellow eyes scanning the dark shadows. James sat on the cold stone floor, breathing heavily. His body still burned with the strange energy that flowed through him after her second bite. He could feel his senses sharpening. He could even hear her heartbeat fast, but steady. The alien girl crouched next to him. "You are not just human anymore," she whispered. James met her gaze. "Your venom, it's changing me." "I feel it," she nodded slowly. "But not just your body. There is more." James tilted his head. "What do you mean?" The alien girl hesitated, then placed her hand gently on his wounded arm. "When I bit you, I passed more than venom. I passed memory." James blinked. "Memory?" She closed her eyes. "My kind. We carry ancient memories in our blood. We are born with them. When I bit you, I passed some of those memories into you." Suddenly, flashes filled James's mind, images of a faraway world with twin suns, vast silver cities, strange creatures flying in red skies, and her people. "Proud but now nearly gone," he gasped. "I can see your world. I can feel your pain." The alien girl opened her eyes. A tear rolled down her pale cheek. "My world was destroyed. My people hunted. That's why I was alone. Why I became dangerous." James felt a deep sadness. He realized she wasn't just some deadly creature. She was the last of her kind, carrying the weight of her lost world. The bond between them had grown stronger, no longer just physical, but emotional too. Outside the cave, a noise interrupted their quiet moment. A second group of hunters had arrived. They were different from the first, taller, wearing dark green armor, with glowing red visors. Their leader spoke through a loudspeaker. "Surrender the human and the alien girl. We know what you both are now." James stood quickly, feeling the new strength inside him. The alien girl moved to his side, her sharp claws ready. "They want your blood, James," she whispered. "They know you are changing," James nodded. "And they want you too, for what you carry. For your memories." The hunters outside began setting up strange devices, small machines that glowed with a blue light, and hummed softly as they prepared to storm the cave. The alien girl grabbed James's hand tightly. "We can't stay here." James thought for a moment, then he smiled. "You can see what I see now, can't you?" She nodded. "Yes, the bond has shared your thoughts with me." "Then trust me," James said calmly. "We're going to escape together." The alien girl smiled for the first time that night, a real smile, full of hope. The cave entrance exploded as the hunters rushed in. But James and the alien girl were no longer afraid. They moved as one, human and alien, bonded by blood, memory, and survival. James dodged the first hunter's attack easily, his reflexes faster than human. The alien girl leapt over a second hunter, her claws striking with deadly precision. Together, they fought back, stronger than either could be alone. The hunters didn't expect this. They didn't expect their prey to fight like one mind, one heart. As they pushed back the attackers, James realized something powerful. This bond between him and the alien girl was not just a chance connection. It was destiny. The hidden bond had saved them both, and it would help them fight whatever came next. The wind howled as James and the alien girl escaped from the cave, moving quickly through the dark canyon. Behind them, the hunters regrouped, their leader furious. He had not expected the human and alien to fight as one. But he wasn't giving up. He had prepared for this moment. Hidden deep in the canyon was a trap, a place designed to catch powerful prey. As James and the alien girl ran, they didn't know they were being guided straight into it. "James," the alien girl whispered. As she ran beside him, "I feel something wrong ahead." James slowed down, listening carefully. The night was quiet, too quiet. Suddenly, the ground beneath them glowed bright blue. A loud hum filled the air as strange circular devices rose from the earth. Energy beams shot out, forming a shimmering wall around them. They were trapped. From the shadows, the hunters stepped out, their weapons aimed at both of them. The leader removed his helmet, revealing a scarred face and cold eyes. "End of the road," he said with a cruel smile. James stood protectively in front of the alien girl again. "You planned this," he said calmly. Double quotes, "Yes," the hunter leader replied. "Your bond is interesting, but it is also your weakness. The alien girl made you strong, but without her, you are nothing." The alien girl hissed, stepping forward, her claws ready. But then the hunter did something unexpected. He held up a small glowing device and pressed a button. Suddenly, the energy wall pulsed and a sharp pain shot through James's body. He fell to one knee, gasping for breath. The alien girl rushed to his side. "James, what's happening?" The hunter laughed. "Your bond. I have found a way to control it. The venom that changed him also makes him weak to this frequency. The stronger your connection, the more pain he feels." The alien girl froze. Her heart raced. She realized the truth. Their bond, which had saved them before, could now be used against them. The hunter stepped closer. "Surrender now, alien girl. Come with me quietly, and I'll stop his pain." She looked at James. His face was pale, his body shaking. But even through the pain, he whispered, Don't surrender." The alien girl's mind raced. She couldn't let James suffer, but she also couldn't let the hunters take them. Then, she remembered something her ancestors had passed down through blood memories, a way to break the link for a short time, to protect a bonded one. It was dangerous. It could harm her. But she didn't hesitate. Without warning, she bit her own wrist, letting her strange glowing blood drip onto James's wound. The effect was immediate. James gasped as the pain disappeared. His body felt lighter, stronger than before. He stood up slowly, meeting the hunter's shocked gaze. What did you do?" the hunter demanded. The alien girl smiled weakly. "I severed the link for now. He is free of your trap." James clenched his fists, feeling the strength return. Fully, he took a step forward. "Your trap failed." The hunter shouted, "Attack them, now!" The other hunters moved in quickly, but James and the alien girl fought together again, this time with even more fury. Though she was weaker after breaking the link, she still fought beside James. Together, they broke through the wall of hunters, defeating them one by one. In the end, the hunter leader stood alone, his weapon shaking in his hand. James approached him, calm but fierce. "It's over," he said simply. The hunter dropped his weapon and ran, disappearing into the dark canyon. The alien girl fell to her knees, exhausted. James rushed to her side, lifting her gently in his arms. "You saved me," he whispered. She smiled faintly. "You would have done the same." James carried her out of the canyon as the first light of dawn touched the sky. But even as they left the battlefield behind, they both knew this was not the end. Somewhere out there, more hunters would come, but now they were ready. Together. James walked carefully through the quiet canyon, carrying the alien girl gently in his arms. She was weak, her skin pale and glowing faintly. The bond they had shared was now damaged. She had sacrificed her own strength to protect him from the hunters' trap, but James could feel something inside himself. Her gift remained. Even though she was weak now, her blood still flowed in him, giving him power. He kept moving, searching for a safe place to hide. Above them, clouds gathered, covering the rising sun. The wind picked up, cold and sharp. James knew they didn't have much time. The hunters would regroup and come for them again. Suddenly, the alien girl stirred. Her golden eyes slowly opened. "Where are we?" she whispered, her voice soft and weak. "We're leaving the canyon," James said gently. "I'll find shelter. I won't let them take you." She smiled faintly but shook her head. "There's a secret path," she whispered. "An old escape route my ancestors used, hidden under the canyon." James paused, listening carefully. "Where is it?" She pointed weakly toward a crack in the canyon wall nearby. "There, behind those rocks." James gently set her down. then used his new strength to push the heavy stones aside. Behind them was a narrow tunnel, dark and cold, but safe. Without hesitation, James lifted her again and entered the tunnel. The passage was tight and twisted, but James moved quickly. As they traveled deeper underground, the alien girl whispered, "Softly, this path leads far away, beyond their reach." "But it's dangerous." James nodded. "Danger doesn't scare me anymore." But as they moved deeper, strange sounds echoed in the dark. The tunnel walls glowed faintly with ancient markings, symbols from her lost world. James could feel them pulling at his mind, unlocking memories that were not his own. He saw flashes of her ancestors, running through this very tunnel, hunted long ago. He felt their fear and their courage. Suddenly a noise behind them made James freeze. A shadow moved at the tunnel entrance. The hunters had found them. The alien girl gripped his arm weakly. "They are coming." James set her down gently and turned to face the darkness. His eyes glowed faintly now like hers. He clenched his fists and prepared to fight. But then, something surprising happened. The symbols on the tunnel walls began to glow brighter, reacting to James's presence. The alien girl gasped. "The bond, it's waking the ancient path." The symbols lit up one by one, filling the tunnel with a soft golden light. A hum filled the air and the ground beneath them shook. Suddenly, part of the tunnel wall slid open, revealing a hidden door. Beyond it was a large chamber filled with strange technology and glowing crystals. James realized this was more than just an escape path. It was a sanctuary the alien girl's ancestors had hidden it long ago, a place where her people had once been safe. James quickly carried her inside as the hidden door slid shut behind them, locking the hunters out. Inside, the air was warm and filled with energy. The alien girl smiled weakly. "This was my people's last refuge." James laid her gently on a soft platform in the center of the chamber. As she touched the glowing crystals, their light spread across her skin, healing her slowly. James sat beside her, watching as her strength returned. But he knew this was only a pause. The hunters would not stop. They would come again, stronger and more determined. As the alien girl opened her eyes, her strength returning, she said softly, "We must prepare, James. They will come again. And next time, they will bring more than weapons." James nodded. "Then we will fight together." In that hidden chamber, far beneath the ground, they found not just safety, but hope, a chance to heal, a chance to become stronger, a chance to fight back not as prey, but as a team. And Alien bonded forever. Deep inside the ancient sanctuary, James sat quietly beside the alien girl. The glowing crystals pulsed gently, healing her slowly, restoring her strength. She looked healthier now, her pale skin shining softly in the warm light. But both of them knew this peace would not last. Outside, the hunters were gathering. Their leader had returned with a new army, machines, soldiers, and strange weapons designed to capture both the alien girl and James. He wanted their blood, their power, and the secret of their bond. The alien girl stood up slowly, her yellow eyes glowing brighter than ever. "They're coming," she whispered. James nodded. "Then we fight one last time." The alien girl touched the glowing symbols on the walls. The sanctuary responded to her touch. Ancient machines hummed to life, releasing armor and weapons, crafted long ago by her ancestors. They were beautiful, shining, and powerful. James looked at the alien girl as she handed him a piece of armor. "These were made for my people, but now they are for you too." As James put on the alien armor, it fit perfectly. The bond between them made it possible. Suddenly, the hidden door shook violently. "They found us," James said calmly. The alien girl nodded. "Yes, but we are ready." The door exploded inward, and the hunters rushed in, weapons raised. Their leader stepped forward, smiling coldly. "This time you won't escape." But he was wrong. James and the alien girl moved as one swift, fearless, and united. James blocked the first attack. His movements sharp and fast. The alien armor made him stronger. The alien girl leapt into the air, striking down two hunters. With perfect precision, their bond made them unstoppable. The sanctuary itself helped them. Walls shifted, traps triggered, and glowing beams of energy shot from the crystals, striking the enemy. The hunters fought hard, but they had underestimated the power of the bond between human and alien. As the battle raged, James felt every move the alien girl made, and she felt his thoughts too. They didn't even need to speak. In one final moment, they cornered the hunter leader. His weapon was broken, and his soldiers were defeated. James stepped forward. "It's over." The hunter leader glared at them. Why do you fight for her?" he asked James bitterly. "She is dangerous. She is alien." James looked at the alien girl, then back at the hunter. "She is my friend. My bond. We are stronger together." Without another word, the hunter leader fled into the shadows. Defeated. Silence filled the sanctuary. The alien girl stood beside James, breathing heavily but smiling. For the first time in a long time, she felt safe. "You didn't just survive my bite," she whispered to him. "You became part of my world, and I became part of yours." James smiled. "We are not so different after all." As they stood together in the glowing sanctuary, they knew the war was not over. More dangers would come. More hunters would return. But they were ready. Together. Human and alien united by a bond no one could break, and their story had only just begun.